preterm birth and anemia. Now we all know that anemia, the typical iron deficiency anemia, is extremely common in Indian pregnant mothers. And iron has a role to perform not only in building up hemoglobin and maintaining the oxygen carrying capacity of the blood, but iron is also important in the insulin regulation mechanisms and for improvising the integrity of the myometrial contractile fibrils. And therefore it is essential that anemia is targeted with real enthusiasm throughout pregnancy. In fact, it is important that before the patient conceives, her health is optimized to ensure that not only does she have anemia, not only does she have an optimum hemoglobin level of 12 gram per deciliter, which determines the correct oxygen carrying capacity, but also the fact that she doesn't have abnormal type of hemoglobinopathy such as the sickle cell disease and thalassemia, which can be screened by doing HB electrophoresis. And thirdly, she is replete with iron stores determined by doing serum ferritin levels. Now, if the patient has iron deficiency, it can not only cause oxidative stress leading to inflammatory process, it can weaken the fibrils of the myometrium, thus causing preterm births and also later on postpartum hemorrhage. Additionally, if there is low oxygen carrying capacity, it can increase the possibility of genitourinary and respiratory infections in these patients. Even the fetoplacental unit gets affected adversely, and there can be challenges such as fetal growth restriction, abruption and preeclampsia. It is estimated that more than 50% of women do not have adequate iron stores of pregnancy, and the requirement for absorbed iron increases during pregnancy from 0.8 milligrams per day in the first trimester to 7.5 milligrams per day in the third trimester. Average requirement during the entire gestation is approximately 4.4 milligrams per day. An adequate iron balance during pregnancy implies body iron reserves of more than 500 milligrams at conception. Now, this particular oxygenation, which is delivered by an optimum hemoglobin level, is essential throughout pregnancy. The physiological iron requirements in the second half of gestation cannot be fulfilled solely through dietary iron, and therefore it is important that at the beginning of the second trimester there is a reassessment made of the actual hemoglobin level of the mother. And if you look at the complete blood count and if you find that there is exaggerated hemodilution, or if there is any evidence of iron deficiency, it's a good practice to go ahead and do serum ferritin levels and correct the iron deficiency well in time, because iron deficiency has been shown to be associated with low birth weight babies and preterm labors. There is a data from Shanghai which suggested that effect of maternal anemia on preterm deliveries was the most detectable during the first trimester. So, during the first trimester itself, it's always a good practice to do a complete blood count to identify whether she has anemia during that time, because if she already has an underlying anemia, this patient has a higher risk of having preterm labor as she goes on, and therefore this requires to be analyzed and corrected well in time to prevent occurrence of preterm birth. So, look for anemia and treat anemia, look for anemia, treat anemia and prevent preterm birth.